Hello, Golden Vitality family. Ever wondered if masturbation might help protect your brain after 60? In today's video, we'll unpack the facts and expert opinions on whether this private self-care habit supports senior health and how it fits alongside proven dementia prevention strategies. Stay tuned. You'll be surprised by what the science says. Hello, and a very warm, heartfelt welcome to you from all of us here at Golden Vitality. We're truly glad you're choosing to spend some time with us today. Here, we believe that aging is a journey brimming with possibilities for continued learning, connection, joy, and importantly, for maintaining our health and vitality, both in body and mind. One topic that weighs heavily on the minds of many as we navigate our 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond is brain health, specifically concerns about cognitive decline and conditions like dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. We all want to keep our minds sharp, our memories clear, and our thinking vibrant so we can continue enjoying life fully. Whether that's engaging in hobbies like gardening or woodworking, keeping up with current events, sharing wisdom with grandchildren, or simply managing our daily lives independently. Because brain health is such a vital concern, there's a lot of interest in potential lifestyle factors that might help protect our cognitive function. We hear about the importance of diet, exercise, social engagement, and mental stimulation. Sometimes questions also arise about more personal aspects of our lives. Today, we want to gently and respectfully explore one such question that occasionally surfaces. Can masturbation reduce dementia risk in seniors? We approach this topic with sensitivity and care, aiming to provide clear, balanced information based on current scientific understanding, much like a trusted doctor or health advisor would share. We understand that discussing sexuality, even self-pleasure, can feel private. But we believe that open, honest conversations grounded in facts are essential for empowering you to make informed choices about your well-being. Please know that this discussion is for general knowledge and perspective. It is absolutely not a substitute for personalized medical advice. Your own doctor or healthcare provider is always your best resource for guidance tailored to your unique health situation. Understanding dementia and brain health. Before we delve into the specific question, let's briefly touch upon what we mean by dementia and brain health. Dementia isn't a specific disease itself, but rather an umbrella term for a range of conditions characterized by a decline in cognitive function. Things like memory, thinking, reasoning, and language, severe enough to interfere with daily life. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia, but there are other types as well, like vascular dementia, Lewy body dementia, etc. While some risk factors for dementia are outside our control, like age and genetics, research increasingly highlights the powerful role of lifestyle factors in influencing our brain health and potentially modifying our risk. Experts emphasize several key areas known to support cognitive function and potentially lower dementia risk. Cardiovascular health. What's good for the heart is good for the brain. Managing blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels is crucial. Healthy blood flow delivers vital oxygen and nutrients to brain cells. Regular physical activity. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promotes the growth of new brain cells, and reduces inflammation. Healthy diet. Diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, like the Mediterranean diet, are linked to better brain health. Mental stimulation. Keeping your brain active and challenged through learning new things, reading, puzzles, games, or engaging hobbies helps build cognitive reserve. Social engagement. Staying connected with friends, family, and community combats isolation and provides mental stimulation. Quality sleep. During sleep, the brain clears out waste products, including proteins associated with Alzheimer's, and consolidates memories. Consistent, restorative sleep is vital. Stress management. Chronic stress can negatively impact brain structures and function. Finding healthy ways to manage stress is important. Managing hearing loss. Addressing hearing loss, e.g., with hearing aids, is increasingly recognized as important for cognitive health. Avoiding smoking and limiting alcohol. This foundation is critical. Dementia prevention is largely thought to involve a combination of these healthy lifestyle factors, working together over time. Masturbation. A brief reminder. Now let's bring masturbation back into the picture. As we've discussed before, it's the private act of stimulating one's own body for pleasure, often leading to arousal and sometimes orgasm. Health professionals generally view it as a normal, safe activity for many adults. We also know it can trigger the release of certain hormones and neurochemicals associated with pleasure, relaxation, and stress reduction, like endorphins, oxytocin, dopamine, prolactin. Addressing the core question, is there a direct link? So can the act of masturbation itself directly reduce the risk of developing dementia? Based on the current state of scientific evidence, the answer is likely no. There is no direct proven link. As of now, there are no high-quality scientific studies specifically designed to demonstrate that masturbation causes a reduction in dementia risk. We don't have evidence showing that the physical act itself directly prevents the brain changes associated with Alzheimer's or other dementias, like clearing amyloid plaques or neurofibrillary tangles. It's crucial to be clear about this up front, to avoid creating false hope or promoting unsubstantiated claims. Masturbation is not considered a primary or proven strategy for dementia prevention in the way that established factors like exercise, diet, or managing cardiovascular health are exploring. Potential indirect connections. The plausible pathways. If there's no direct proof, why does the question even come up? It arises because masturbation can potentially influence some of the other factors that are known to be linked to brain health and dementia risk. These connections are mostly indirect and related to the physiological and psychological effects of sexual arousal and orgasm. Let's explore these plausible, though often speculative, pathways. Stress reduction and brain health. The link. Chronic stress is bad for the brain. Prolonged exposure to the stress hormone cortisol can damage brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, a key area for memory, and is linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Masturbation's role. As we know, orgasm triggers the release of oxytocin, which helps lower cortisol levels, and endorphins, which promote feelings of well-being. This physiological relaxation response helps counteract the negative effects of stress. The potential indirect benefit. By serving as an accessible, natural tool for stress reduction and promoting relaxation, regular self-pleasure might contribute to mitigating the harmful effects of chronic stress on the brain over the long term. Less chronic stress could theoretically translate to a healthier brain environment, improved sleep quality, and brain health. The link. Quality sleep is essential for brain health. During deep sleep, the brain engages in crucial housekeeping processes, including clearing out metabolic waste products like amyloid beta, a protein implicated in Alzheimer's disease, via the glymphatic system. Poor sleep disrupts this process and is strongly linked to increased dementia risk. Masturbation's role. The deep relaxation and release of sleep-promoting hormones, like prolactin, after orgasm can make it easier for some individuals to fall asleep and potentially achieve more restorative sleep. The potential indirect benefit. By potentially improving sleep quality, even occasionally, self-pleasure might contribute to better brain waste clearance and overall brain health, thus indirectly influencing dementia risk. Better sleep equals a healthier brain, mood enhancement, and brain health. The link. There's a known association between chronic depression and an increased risk of developing dementia later in life. The reasons are complex but may involve inflammation, hormonal changes, and effects on brain structure associated with depression. Masturbation's role. The release of endorphins and dopamine during orgasm provides a natural mood boost, helping to combat feelings of sadness, low mood, or loneliness. The potential indirect benefit, by serving as a natural mood elevator and potentially helping to manage milder symptoms of low mood, though not a substitute for professional treatment for depression. Self-pleasure might contribute to better long-term emotional well-being, which in turn is associated with better brain health outcomes. Cardiovascular connection. Tentative. The link. Good cardiovascular health is strongly linked to good brain health. Healthy blood vessels ensure adequate oxygen and nutrient supply to the brain. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and atherosclerosis damage blood vessels, increasing the risk of stroke and vascular dementia, and also contributing to Alzheimer's risk. Masturbation's role. Sexual activity, including masturbation, causes a temporary increase in heart rate and blood flow, similar to mild exercise. The stress reduction aspect might also indirectly benefit heart health over time. The potential indirect benefit. Handle with care. Could this temporary increase in blood flow offer some minor benefit to brain circulation? It's highly speculative. The effect is brief and unlikely to compare to the sustained benefits of regular aerobic exercise. While overall good sexual health might correlate with better cardiovascular health, healthier people might be more sexually active, attributing a direct brain protective effect to the temporary circulatory changes of masturbation itself is probably overstating the case. The main value here lies in the stress reduction component's positive impact on overall cardiovascular health. Crucial caveats. Why we can't draw firm conclusions. While these indirect pathways are biologically plausible and interesting, several critical caveats prevent us from concluding that masturbation significantly reduces dementia risk. Lack of specific research. As mentioned, studies directly investigating masturbation and dementia risk are scarce to non-existent. Most relevant research looks at broader categories like sexual activity frequency or orgasm frequency, often without distinguishing between partnered sex and self-pleasure. Correlation versus causation. Studies showing a link between general sexual activity and better cognitive function in later life often struggle to separate cause and effect. Do healthier people with better cognition remain more sexually active? Or does sexual activity itself preserve cognition? It's likely a bit of both, but observational studies can't definitively prove the latter. Healthier lifestyle factors. Better diet, more exercise, stronger social connections might be the underlying reasons for both better cognition and continued sexual activity. These are called confounding variables. Effect size likely small, even if these indirect benefits, stress reduction, better sleep, mood lift, contribute something to brain health. Their impact specifically from masturbation is likely to be relatively small compared to the major, well-established protective factors like regular physical exercise, a brain-healthy diet, robust social engagement, and managing cardiovascular risks. Individual variability. The experience and effects of masturbation vary greatly from person to person. What feels relaxing for one might not for another. Hormonal levels, overall health, medications, and psychological factors all influence the experience, putting masturbation in the context of overall brain health. So, where does this leave us? It's perhaps most helpful to view masturbation not as a specific dementia prevention strategy, but as one potential component of a holistic approach to well-being that indirectly supports brain health through its effects on stress, sleep, and mood. Think of building brain resilience like building a strong house to withstand storms. The major structural components are diet, exercise, social connection, mental stimulation, and cardiovascular health. Healthy stress management and good sleep are like ensuring the roof doesn't leak and the foundation is solid. Masturbation, for those who choose it and find it beneficial, might be like adding a bit of extra insulation or a comforting element to the home, potentially helpful for overall comfort and resilience through stress, sleep, mood benefits, but not a replacement for the main structural pillars. Focusing on what's proven. Given the lack of direct evidence, experts would strongly advise focusing your efforts on the proven strategies for maintaining cognitive function and reducing dementia. Risk: move your body. Aim for regular aerobic exercise like brisk walking, swimming, dancing, and consider strength training. Feed your brain. Adopt a heart-healthy, brain-healthy diet like the Mediterranean or Mind diet. Stay socially connected. Engage with friends, family, and community groups. Combat isolation. Challenge your mind. Keep learning, read, do puzzles, play games, engage in hobbies that require thinking. Protect your heart. Manage blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. Don't smoke. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Address sleep problems like sleep apnea. Manage stress. Find healthy coping mechanisms that work for you. Mindfulness, yoga, nature, hobbies, social support. Address hearing loss. Use hearing aids if needed. Masturbation. A personal choice for well-being. If you find that self-pleasure helps you relax, sleep better, feel less stressed, or simply provides comfort and pleasure, then those benefits are valuable for their own sake and contribute positively to your overall quality of life. Feeling good, relaxed, and well-rested generally creates a better internal environment for your brain, even if we can't quantify a direct anti-dementia effect. However, there is absolutely no medical reason related to dementia prevention to start masturbating if you have no interest, or to force yourself to do it more frequently than feels natural or comfortable. The potential indirect benefits for brain health are not significant enough to warrant engaging in an activity that doesn't feel right for you. Your personal comfort, values, and choices are paramount. Safety and comfort remain important. Regardless of the dementia question, if you do engage in self-pleasure, remember the practical tips for safety and comfort, especially as bodies change. With age, use lubrication, especially if experiencing dryness, very common for women after menopause. Be gentle with your body. Listen for any signals of pain. Stop if it hurts and consult a doctor if pain persists. Find comfortable positions, using pillows for support if needed. Practice good hygiene. Consult your doctor if you have specific health conditions, especially severe heart disease, or are recovering from surgery. Conclusion: focus on holistic health, not a single activity. Can masturbation reduce dementia risk in seniors? Based on current science, there's no direct evidence to support this claim. While it might offer indirect benefits by contributing positively to known protective factors like stress reduction, better sleep, and improved mood, these effects are likely modest compared to major lifestyle interventions. Therefore, Masturbation should not be considered a primary strategy for dementia prevention. The most effective approach remains focusing on the well-established pillars of brain health: regular exercise, a healthy diet, strong social connections, ongoing mental engagement, good cardiovascular health, quality sleep, and stress management. If self-pleasure is already a comfortable and positive part of your life, contributing to your relaxation or well-being, then it fits nicely within that holistic picture of self-care. Enjoy those benefits for what they are. But if it's not something you're interested in, there's absolutely no health mandate related to dementia risk that suggests you should be. Empowerment comes from understanding the facts, prioritizing proven health strategies, and making personal choices that align with your own comfort, values, and overall well-being. Thank you for joining us at Golden Vitality for this thoughtful exploration. We hope this discussion has provided clarity and perspective on a question that sometimes arises concerning brain health. Our goal is always to empower you with accurate, compassionate information. Remember to focus your energies on the lifestyle choices with the strongest evidence for protecting your cognitive function. And please, always feel comfortable discussing any health concerns or questions with your doctor or healthcare provider. They are your best partners in navigating your unique journey towards sustained health and vitality. Take wonderful care of yourself, stay active in body and mind, and continue to embrace a fulfilling life. Be well.